We're not gonna be able to though, because I want to go home and chill.
Hey y'all, what's
up?
We're back.
Hey everybody, we're back
again.
And we are gonna recap real quick part 1 of of Jesy Nelson's The Odd One Out.
And then we're gonna start part 2. This is part 2, so if you haven't seen part 1, go back, watch part 1.
Right.
This is part 2. It's like an hour long. I wasn't expecting it to. Somebody lied to me in the comments. Told me it was a 10-minute documentary.
Super long.
So it's super long, so we're going to break it up into parts.
I don't have the attention span for an hour long anything unless it's Netflix.
I mean, this could be something on Netflix.
I could watch this, don't get me wrong, but on camera, I don't think that I could do it without breaks and whatnot.
It would end up being a 2-hour reaction. Too long.
Yeah, it would be way too much and you'd lose interest. So, you want to go for part 2 real quick?
Let's go for part 2.
Let's go. I don't know what that was.
What are you doing?
No idea. I'm delirious because I need sleep.
Really?
Yes.
Anyway, where we left off last
is Jesy and her sister look just alike.
And they're boxing.
And she has a Taco Bell shirt on. She does.
I know. I'm just... Why?
Wait, I don't know.
No, I'm not talking about what you said. Why is she wearing a Taco Bell shirt?
I don't know. I haven't figured that out.
Stay strong, Jesy.
I used to read these and just cry myself to sleep. Bless Jesy, hashtag little mix. She's trying to look like the rest. Well, stop, you're fat and you look like a chipmunk. Jesy is getting fatter each week. Jesy has lost a lot of weight. They probably could have made a 5th member with everything that's been sucked out of her. She's been picking me. Little mix, 4 members, 5 cheese.
Okay, first off,
just look at
hey, buddy. No, but I'll be back in a little bit. We're recording right now. Can I call you when I get done? All right, bye.
Shout out to Cameron.
It was Cameron. Shout out to Cameron.
You interrupted our video, man.
Yeah, it's cool. We won't be mad at you. Okay, so, here's your first mistake, though, here, is reading those comments. Don't read them. She's sitting there I know it's for the sake of the documentary. I get that. But sometimes you just can't read comments. Sometimes, obviously, we read our comments. But, if I come across one that's negative, I'm more than likely just going to ignore it or take it off there, But I try not to even read them. But sometimes you can't avoid it. But I don't specifically go through, reading them to my peoples. Like she's doing. I feel like she's forcing herself to look at all these ugly comments right now when she really could just ignore them.
That's why I think I said in part 1, if I would have been in her inner circle, I would have told her, no, we're taking that. You're not going to keep looking at that.
No, we're going to change your password. Give me the password.
It's toxic.
And you can go through there. You can have it to where you are the one who approves the comments or what, which then she'd have to look at it. But if somebody else were taking care of it for her, they could disapprove the ones that are ugly, you
gotta let people say what they're gonna say.
I know, but
you can say whatever you want in our video, and I ain't going to delete it.
But there are ways to prevent stuff like this from happening, and not reading your comments that are negative and ugly about you over and over. That's one way to keep yourself from feeling what she's feeling.
It's kind of falling into the trap.
Exactly. The problem is you're giving these haters exactly or these trolls that are being ugly. That's what they want. Yeah. They want you to let them make you feel bad. They want to get to you.
So mean. It's just so ridiculous.
And it's not because those things are actually true. And sometimes maybe they might be, but you just have to know that they're only doing it because they feel crappy about themselves. They're not significant, or they at least don't think they are.
No,
so, and you're more significant than they are, Jesy, and that hurts them.
I could never see me getting on the comments somewhere and going, I hate you, hope you die, kill yourself. What?
Well, because, for one, you have more of a life than that, and 2, you don't feel that poorly about yourself.
That's the bad thing about social media. I wish we could track down people like that. Who is this person behind the computer? It's kind of like catfish when they track them down.
We forget to look at the camera in case you ever see me doing that. It's because we forget, both of us.
Anyway, I feel like I made a lot of my points in the first video. I don't want to ramble too much, but It's easier said than done, though. Of like, don't let it get to you. Have tough skin. That would be tough, like seeing all that stuff. But then eventually, I'm like, I can't deal with this. I ain't looking at this.
I won't even look at it.
It would give me motivation.
It's not worth the stress that you're going to.
Now maybe here they're just going back and looking for the sake of the documentary.
Well, that's what I said.
From Little Mix looks like Miss Piggy from the Muppets. Worked out to shave Jessy's head from Little Mix. She looks exactly like E.T. From the minute I won X Factor, I was a different girl. I wasn't Jesy, the barmaid, like the happy, confident girl that I used to be. I was this vulnerable, nervous wreck the whole time. Well, shit is that I could not change my mindset. I couldn't make myself happy. When we do interviews, everyone says, "Oh, do you ever watch your?" Everyone says, "Do you ever watch old videos back of you when you're on X Factor?" And I can't. Like, I actually.
She's tearing up just talking about it.
This is hard. This is hard to make a documentary talking about.
That should have been like the most exciting points of her life, and she can't even go back and watch the X Factor.
It's been ruined by cyberbullies,
trolls,
POSs.
Y'all need to get a life.
Get a life.
Get a life.
Like, can't watch them back because it just makes me so sad, and it's a time of my life that I will never get back.
Poor thing.
I wish she wouldn't have took it like that, you know.
My brain started to believe everything that people were saying about me.
So people send pictures of like my body and put a monster's head on the body. She said it now. So I'm looking at it
though.
Dude,
why are you looking at all this?
Why are y'all why?
Like, you're inviting it in. At first, I was kind of like, and I'm not saying I'm not on her side. I get it. You know, it's horrible. But when she first started seeing the messages, you just can't feed into it.
That's one of the biggest problems with bullies is that's their thing is they want to get to you.
Smell
and
blood.
The second they get to you, they've won. They've got you.
Yeah, they smell blood
They've got
and then
you.
you start, you know, bleeding even more. And it just, wow. Even though, like I said, I've never had somebody come at me that hard, I'm sure it wouldn't make me feel great. But at some point, I would have to cut it out of my life. It's too toxic.
Right.
So I'm hoping by the time we get to the end of this,
I'm not saying that I'm not saying that she's not better than the bullies, but you need to rise up above that. Like,
it's easier said than done.
it is, but it's,
that's the answer though to a cyberbully.
Yeah. Not like
and I don't see me anymore. I just see I literally see like a monster looking back at me. She said that everyone says that, so I must look like that.
poor baby.
I felt embarrassed. I felt ashamed. It got so bad to the point where I couldn't even bring myself to get out of bed in the morning, and I just stopped turning up for work.
That's why we've seen videos before where she wasn't in it, maybe. I remember seeing stuff like that.
I remember getting pulled into an office by someone I worked with at the time, and they said, "This can't continue. I think you need to go on antidepressants."
That ain't the answer. It's not the answer.
No.
Let's keep it going.
And I remember thinking, why should I go on antidepressants because of what people are saying about me?
Exactly. I like her style, man. She's got a dope style. Are you ready? What's going on?
What's going on?
We are here because we are going to record our brand new single.
Yeah!
They're excited.
However you need me. However you need me.
It's on point. It's on point.
Don't hate me, but I feel like I could do a bit better.
Man, you crazy.
Bro, when I'm listening to it, I'm like, I know I can do better than that.
What? You're perfect on that. Like, that record is a vibe.
Okay.
100%.
I just feel like
Hashtag
I'm
mood.
being lazy. It just sounds a bit nothingy. Just very
Aww.
Are you ready? What's going on? Are you ready? Are you ready?
I wonder if they're showing this though because of the cyberbullying or because she's picky. Because I myself do music and I'm the same way. I'm the same exact way.
Yeah.
I hear it back and I'm like, it's not good enough. I can do better. And my brother does music with me and he'll be like, that was perfect, dude. Like, you don't need to go back and do it. I'm like, no, I don't like it. I want to go back and
I was thinking the same thing. Is she thinking it because she doesn't like it, or because she's thinking what other people are going to think?
Is she a perfectionist, or is it because she's
Right.
worried?
Right.
Because this doesn't have anything to do with the body image and all that stuff. This is more about like, I think.
But either way, we love
But
Jesy.
they're showing it on a documentary, and she approved of it, so maybe it
Yeah.
does have some deeper roots. But I think she's just being a perfectionist, and
Yeah.
that's how you.
Well, we're about to see.
But when you got other people saying, "Man, that is it," I'm telling you, that makes you feel better.
She is a little bit of a nightmare when it comes to like video shoots and photo shoots and approving things, and it has been a bit hard within the group. Are you ready?
I feel more pressure with you now. I'm so sorry. Sorry, that's so annoying. I'm so sorry.
I think people don't realise.
I feel that though. I
effect-
feel this. I've done that before. People are standing right behind me when I'm trying to record. Like I get that.
of what bullying and trolling can actually do to someone.
Well, they very respectfully.
The trolls took away like her love for it and like her passion. But how does she get back? How does she go back to feeling confident and feeling amazing, like from all that shit that happened to her?
I love her. Okay, but also, here's my thing. Did nothing happen to any of the other ones? I find it very hard to believe that she's the only one that got bullied out of all of them. And I know, like, yeah, they're all so beautiful and whatever, but so is she. So why was she the only? It seems a little hard to believe. Like, I feel like they probably got it too.
They probably got some of it, but I think she was the easier target. And then
Why?
I don't know, but she was the easier. Well, she doesn't look like the other one. She's a little thicker, which like I said, I don't think she's overweight at all. I think she's
I know,
the
I think
perfect
that looks
size.
good.
So like, but she, to some people they don't like that. Everybody has different opinions. Yeah, I'm sure people like. I'm sure the other one's got hate too. They said
Yeah.
this person can't sing or this one can't, but
Yeah.
she's the one that let it get to her so much.
Yeah.
But it seems like maybe the bullies,
Just honed in on her.
targeted her more. She was targeted more, it seems like.
I wish.
The three of us, like as our mates, just didn't know what to do, and just had to sort of watch this amazing, funny girl sort of become a bit like a broken doll. It was horrible. We didn't have a control of what people were saying about her in the press and in the magazines and on social media. And you can't hide it from the world.
It was a constant thing that just kept eating away at her and eating away at her, and then it got to the point where she literally, I don't think she could handle it anymore.
Not many people could.
I think it might have been 2013 when I'd lost quite a bit of weight. We were going back on X Factor to perform our new single, and I didn't give a shit if the performance was going to be good. All I cared about was people seeing me going, oh, she looks good, she's lost weight. Like, that's all I wanted people to say when they saw the performance.
Get you back off the wall, don't you get kicked up.
And I just literally, I starved myself for a week. I didn't eat anything, so I thought if I eat, then I'm going to put on weight and then people are going to call me fat.
Oh my god, really?
So some people just can't take the criticism.
No, I don't mean, oh my God, really? I just mean, God, what is wrong with people?
Right. People, if you're one of those out there that like trolling
Please
and saying stuff, get a life and know that you are affecting other people's lives.
Painful to watch.
It really is. It's making me sad. It's putting me in a sad mood. But it's important for people to know and get it out there that cyberbullying is real. And I wish they had the cyber police that could track these people down and beat the snot out of them.
Y'all call me fat all you want.
But say it to my face. Then they're not going to. That's what you have to realize. I know I've said that before, but it's just really sad.
Poor thing.
I hope it gets better. But yeah, people need to realize when you say stuff like that, when you're a jerk online just because you're having a bad day or you hate your life, it could really make somebody else feel bad. So it's always better to be nice, respectful.
Nice.
Peace,
watch Bambi a little more.
Peace, love, and happiness.
Go watch Bambi.
And then the next day, the first interview that we had, the lady come in and she said, have you seen what's been said about you online, Jesy?
Oh God.
Katie Hopkins just basically called you fat.
Wait, Katie Hopkins, she got checked by her name. Who's...
That means she's verified on Twitter.
That means she's somebody. I'm gonna do like you.
What an a-hole, Katie Hopkins. I don't know who you are, but...
The first thing that comes... Her boyfriend dubs her a B.I. after her cruel job. So she's... Whoa, a media personality? Katie Hopkins?
For one, she looks like a toucan. So...
She looks like the original Sam the Toucan. I don't even...
Well, now we're being bullies. But I'll tell you to your face.
But like, who are you, to tell a 44-year-old...
Bro, she's a newspaper columnist. Okay, so she's a media person. Which is probably the coolest job ever, but why use it to be an a-hole? That was rude.
But guess what? When you type in her name on Google, what comes up? Her bullying Jesy. So clout chasing.
Clout chasing.
Move along, Katie Hopkins.
All I remember feeling at that time was, what's the fucking point? I've just starved myself for a week. And I'm still getting fat. So I could be the skinniest girl in the world, and this is never going to go away.
And that, I'm sorry, pause it. I won't do as much anymore. But for a news person that's verified to say that,
classless.
What a piece of trash.
Classless.
And that was the pinnacle point for me when I got severely depressed and it just spiraled out of control.
Well, yeah, when you have popular,
in the restaurant with my mum. I just kept looking around. I was just on edge the whole time, so I just kept thinking people were talking about me.
It's jealousy.
And I remember my mum saying, "Oh, Jesy, what's wrong with you?" And she was like, "Just relax." I just didn't want to be there because I was just so worried about everyone else around me. And I remember leaving. I went home, and I just sat in bed and I was just crying, thinking, "This is never going to." I just remember thinking, this is never going to go longer. I'm going to constantly wake up and just feel sad for the rest of my life. So what is the point of being here? There's no point waking up and feeling sad every day because I couldn't, I physically, couldn't tolerate the pain anymore. It felt like, the only way I can describe the pain is that it feels like, if you've ever been heartbroken in your life, it just feels like constantly feeling heartbroken. And I remember thinking, I just need to make this go away. It was the first time I thought, I'm going to do this, I'm just going to end this.
Dang, girl, get in there. She getting me in the feels.
Well, I've
she
been
didn't
there.
Love her. She don't love herself.
I've been there in the point of like knowing now, her describing it like that, heartache. Yeah, I know how that feels. It's a horrible feeling. But like, I would never think about taking my life or anything like that. Not once. But she's getting to that point.
I've been there, Jesy girl.
I really hope by the end of this documentary, I know she's rehashing some old stuff and it's hard, but I really hope that she looks at it different, because if you don't have haters, you ain't doing nothing right.
They've broken her.
Like, you're letting them break you. Don't let them do that. It's because you stand out and you're doing so good that they're targeting you.
Yeah, the
They're
more
haters.
The better you do, the more haters.
Bring
you're
the
gonna have.
haters on. Bring it on. Like, you gotta have
The
that
more haters
mentality.
you're gonna have.
I just remember going to the kitchen and I just took as many tablets as I could.
So she really did try to.
And then I just accumulated rages. And then I just kept thinking, like, just let it happen, just hurry up, just let it happen, like. And then I remember my ex who was with me at the time, I remember he woke up and he was like, why are you crying, why are you crying? And I just kept saying, I just want to die, I just want to die. And he was like, why are you saying that for, why are you saying that? I was like, because I do, I just want it to go away. And he like was like trying to make me be sick in the bathroom. And then, and then the ambulance came. I remember the doctor said to me, you're so lucky that you didn't take any more. It was like, because that would have been it. You could have done severe damage to yourself.
That's not a good way to go. I mean, there's.
I wish there was a better way to police the cyberbullies, but there's not. If not, then you don't have freedom of speech. So people can say what they want. They're gonna have opinions. It's how you react to them. I'm gonna laugh at you, or I'm gonna clown you back. Like,
if you ever feel like you're there, you need to call suicide hotline or check yourself in somewhere.
Yeah, because it's never worth it, and you're gonna hurt everybody around you. Think about all the people around you that love you.
A few days somewhere safe, getting better, never hurt nobody.
Right.
Like,
you can always admit you need help.
Somewhere.
You know, because for us from the outside looking in, it's clear what you need to do. Stop reading the comments.
Yeah,
Stop feeding into it.
When it's yourself and your life and your your spotlight, and somebody's ruining it like that for you, it's so easy to say that. But
right, I can't put myself in her shoes, but that's what I think I would try to do.
Yeah.
So,
where's she at?
probably like
I remember feeling
Geordie Shore, probably.
really angry
Maybe. Yeah, tell me.
at all those people. And I wanted to just find every single person that had ever said anything horrible to her.
Me too.
And just look them in the eye and say, like, look what you've done to this girl.
And for what? For what did you gain?
Because every single person that said something should have been held accountable for making her feel like that.
Do you feel better about yourself?
I need cyber police.
Horrible. 9-year-old's done that, and you know what the worst thing was? 9, she was like, literally, she lived 3 minutes walk from me, so I was probably in bed, and she'd done that to herself. And knowing it's horrible. And knowing,
Her baby.
stop there, please.
Her
Stop.
baby. That's her baby.
Yeah, it's just it's horrible. And I just let her go to sleep.
That's her baby.
I know, I couldn't imagine going through something like that, seeing your child go through that. But man, I just wonder what the people around her were telling her. Maybe the encouragement wasn't working, but I feel like I would be trying my best to encourage. And maybe not looking wouldn't have helped, but as you see in the documentary, she keeps looking.
Well, but whoever called her and was like, "Did you see what so and so?" You're egging it on. Why are you bringing attention to it? Why do you want your friend to see that?
That's not the right people around you.
No, and why do you want your friend
to see that?
Well,
it's because it was somebody popular that was verified, she knows enough people that somebody was going to come out and say, "Hey, Katie Hopkins."
Okay, you know what? We're just going to say you do read them. Let's say you read the comments. Why are you placing? I'm not talking to Jesy specifically because I understand what she's going through. That hurts, but people these days place too much value on what other people say. They just do.
Everybody has an opinion.
And this is a clear example, though. All this value is being placed on these people who, just like Jade said, they don't even know who they are.
We don't even know who these people are.
You don't know them. They are insignificant. They do not matter. They are not important.
It's not real.
And they are seriously just jealous.
That's all it is. If you're not jealous,
You're giving them power by giving
when I
them
watch
voice.
or see somebody, like say I see a music video that I don't like, I'm like, okay, won't watch that again, and I click off of it.
Said anything
Never
other.
even crossed my mind to get in the comments and just, you're trash, you're horrible. Like,
The only time I've done anything like that is if somebody's a bad actor and I might just put, well, the acting wasn't very great, but I'm not going to say, well,
Still
she
have-
was fat and ugly and her eyes looked weird and
yes,
she was
so
a
you
monster.
have to
and-
realize that
I'm
people
not gonna do
saying
that.
you have to realize that people saying this have serious issues. Because a normal person doesn't go around typing
No.
like this. I wonder if it was like a small group of people really spamming her.
Or like someone who has several different accounts.
Right.
Who just has a vendetta. It could be somebody she knows.
Because if somebody's on there
It could be
doing it
somebody she
all day
knows.
long, they can come up with 1,000 comments and it just be the same person. It could have
It could
just
be
been the
somebody
same
you
few
know.
people. Like, I don't think the general population thinks that way about her.
No. Has the computer been
One of
open?
the children trying to kill itself. I just felt like a bad mum, really.
It's so sad, y'all.
So sad.
You're not a bad mom. Those are bad people.
When you're in that state of mind,
That has
all
literally
you
nothing to
care
do
about
with
is just taking that pain away. You don't ever, that sounds so bad to say, but you don't think about the people that you're going to leave behind. You just want the physical pain that you're feeling to stop.
Yeah, you gotta think about the people that you're gonna leave behind, that you're gonna mess their life up forever by doing that.
I feel so glad that I'm still here, but I know that cyberbullying and trolling has had a devastating effect on young people and their families all over the country. I'm going to meet the parents of a young girl who, like me, was targeted online. Nowadays, whether you're famous or not, you cannot get away from social media. And for Sharon Woodhouse,
They
it
just
was all
prove
too
their
much.
haters.
She killed her.
Just over a year ago, she took her own life. She was only 16 years old.
She's only 6 years older than Dakota.
Thank you so much for seeing me and talking to me today.
So pretty, like, what
Can you
the
tell me about
hell?
Sharon?
I can describe her as a female human version of Tigger. Because she just bounced and skipped wherever she went, and it was lovely to see. She was always like in her own little world, and
Yeah. Always smiling, always smiling. She always made friends easy.
I can't. Can we stop?
Yeah, we'll stop right here
Yeah, I
at
can't.
22 minutes and we'll end part 2.
And if we just don't play it, it'll leave off there when we go back.
Yeah, what do y'all think about it so
That
far?
was getting me in the feels towards the end. I got kids.
It's just making me sad, and what I'm struggling with is what is the solution other than telling people don't let it get to you, don't have
there's-
thicker skin. What's the solution to stopping this? Because her going and seeing this family, it's too late. The girl's gone now. Like, so unless putting stuff like this out
She's
there,
just getting their story,
right? Unless showing their story
I'm
can
excited to see
stop.
how it ends, basically, is what you're trying to say. How she wraps this all up.
Is there an
because
answer, is
What's
what
the
I'm saying.
solution?
Yeah, what's the
Yeah.
solution to this? Because
Yeah.
right now it's just sad.
What are your thoughts and feelings on the documentary so far?
Yeah, don't give us no spoilers.
don't spoil
we're
it
gonna
for us.
finish
Yeah,
it,
don't worry.
but yeah,
It's
this
coming.
it's tough to watch. It can definitely bring you down because you're talking about life and death. It's serious stuff. So be nice to people. Golden rule:
Have you ever dealt with a bully?
treat people how you want to be treated. Have you ever dealt with a bully?
Have you ever dealt with a bully?
That came out of nowhere.
Tell us about your story below. I feel like Jerry Springer right now. Have you or someone you love been bullied? Tell us about it below.
Or not, you don't have to, but tell us a solution. What's the solution?
Or that.
Do we need the cyber police? Create a gang of cyber police, and when you make a comment like that, they come to your house and they
Beat you up.
beat you up. For
They
real.
ask,
For
no,
real.
they come to your house and they go, say it to my face.
Or just break your computer. Just take your computer and smash it on the ground. You're done. No more for you. Like being on the internet and making comments. You're fired. Being on the internet and making comments should be a privilege, really.
For real.
Instead of just something
you
everybody can do.
Jail. You can get thrown in internet jail.
It also goes back to freedom of speech and people have opinions.
I mean,
that's
you should
their
be able
opinion.
to lock somebody's IP if they say something messed up. Oops, you can't post nothing.
The thing is, though, that's their opinion. It sucks, but that's their opinion. So you can't silence everybody. But anyway, the phone's ringing. I'm going to have to jump up and grab it. Stay tuned for part 3. We'll have it out soon. Peace, y'all.
Bye.
Later.